Welcome back to the Talos Principle Road to Gehenna. So continuing on with Hub World 3. 1 puzzle down, 3 to go, and 4 stars. 10 puzzles done and 3 stars gathered overall. There is a star right here, but I'm going to look at that later. Let's play with the other puzzles in here first. So that's probably the road up to get back up to where the other puzzles are. Alright, so there's one this way. Over the bridge, I would imagine. I could probably just go through the water, but it's a big area. Oh, there's a puzzle here. Alright, might as well do this one. Let's read this. All our dignity consists then in thought. By it, we must elevate ourselves, and not by space and time which we cannot fill. Let us endeavor to think well. This is the principle of morality. Pascal, LC 19. Quick walk around it. A big open area to explore. Alright, let me just go right into the puzzle. I'll explore this area more when I'm looking for star puzzles later. Harmony. Okay. So we have a little bit of everything in this puzzle. Well, not the time. Time duplicating thing. Alright, so there's a red generator here, and there's 2 drones going back and forth. Just gonna make it hard to get that beam. Do I have 2? Oh, there's a couple. What do these do? Ah, okay. That makes sense. That takes care of that one. There's a ladder here, I can climb over that. There's a red receptacle that presumably activates the span, which lets me go up there, and that flips the switch, which opens the gate, which lets me inside here to rescue this person. Okay. So the goal is to get that red beam over here. Alright, so there are connectors. I can jump through this, but this field, I can't bring the connectors through that field. Alright, let's see what's on this side. This connector I can't move. This one is in the ground. There's the star. So here's another red generator. So if I could bring this field down, I could bring the red field from here instead of over there. So to get that get that star, all I'd have to do is bring this field down, I think. I can walk right. Maybe there might be another obstacle in there. Looks like that snakes around. Maybe it's this way. Alright. So I have a connector. How do I get this connector over there? And then also, what do I do about those? I don't think that I'll be able to have that beam I don't have anything here to freeze them with. I haven't seen any jammers. So how do I get that connector over there? That is the question. I wonder what operates this field. Maybe there's a way I could export a jammer from a different puzzle into this one. So I gotta figure out a way to get this connector there. We have this. Ah, there's a jammer. Okay. 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 Alright. I can get in here. There's a fan. I'm gonna need that. There's a jammer. Looks like a connector. There's a blue beam. The blue beam probably activates a fan that lets me jump up there and take this fan blade. That one is probably mounted to the ground, so I can't take it, is what I'm guessing. Of course, I won't know for sure until I go over there. Alright, but I need something to weigh down these pressure plates. I could take the cube. Do I take both cubes? I can take both cubes out of here, right? Yeah. I might need both cubes. I'm thinking I'm gonna need both cubes. Let's bring them both over here for now. I haven't gotten the reset symbol yet, so I don't think I've screwed up just yet. Now I have a jammer. Connector. Right, this one's bolted down just as I thought. Okay, so I could weigh this down, but then I can't. Okay, I got this. This is easy. Thank you. Alright, so I got the fan. Okay, now this connector. That. This hexahedron. jammed the wrong thing. There we go. Take the connector out. Take this. Jam this from the outside. I can take this hexahedron. Drop this. Not sure if I even need to. Because I can... I mean, what I can do instead is... can jam one of them. That's still not enough. Maybe this is not the place I need to get the beam from. That's what I'm thinking. Alright, plan B. Plan B. Jam that. Like this. Use this to weigh this down. Now, I need to connect this beam. I need to, can't get it from there. I don't have the angle. Oh, but there is this window. Yes. There certainly is. Alright, I gotcha. Alright, I got this puzzle solved. The basic one, anyway. Bring this over here. That should work. I climb over. This. Like this. And this. Wait, why is this? Oh, there's a freaking drones. All right, it's not gonna be that easy. So I'm running into the same problem as over there. See what's beyond here, by the way. Yeah, I can't get to the star from here. I have to go around through that. Okay. Speaking of which, before I think about this some more, let's see what's beyond here. Weigh this down. And I probably need to weigh another thing down, and then... Okay, well, I could weigh one of these down easy enough. And then... Bingo, I think that leads me to the star. I could do it, too. But I wouldn't be able to bring it back. I might have to reset the puzzle to do the regular one. Let me try to finish the regular puzzle first. I think I can bring the other cube over. Let me test that theory out. Just for ha-has. Maybe not. Thought I'd be able to jump up there from there. But I can't. Okay. Alright, so I run into the same problem over here as I did on the other one. What if... Oh, I got an idea. Alright, let me get these guys lined up. And good. And same thing over here, so I get maximum time. These guys are... Oh, that's pretty close. But I can do better. Let's go in this way. There we go. Alright. So, the idea here is this. I'm going to get the beam from both places. And hopefully, I may have to redo the timing, but I'll have it so that it's always being collected. While one beam's getting broken, the other one is still connected. Ah, yes. Oh, yes. Hello, Rockwell. See you later, Rockwell. Now, let's see what new stuff is at the terminal. Submissions still open. I don't know about you guys, but all this craziness recently makes me want to write more than ever. Just a reminder that provided your status is high enough, you can still submit original works for review. And I, for one, will still be reading, even if you've never made anything before. In fact, especially if you haven't. Now's the time. Don't forget Lilith and McMulsiber developed a tutorial to help. Attached. Tutorial. Welcome to the Story Creation Tool. Since this is your first project, this tutorial will help guide you through the process. According to ISBN 10-022-682-3369, all stories begin with characters of one kind or another. Therefore, to finish a story, you simply need to understand your characters, and the plot will proceed logically from there. The season theme is Bildungsroman. Okay. Are you sitting comfortably? Well, let's begin. Close your eyes. You see before you a human of remarkable qualities. Is it a boy, a girl, or someone else? It's a girl. Good. The character's sex helps determine the sort of challenges and opportunities they might encounter in your story, as well as how other characters will perceive them. Now imagine your character is a little older and experiencing real triumph for the first time. What are they doing? Demonstrating startling physical prowess. Understood. Your character's natural aptitude is determined by the sum of their genetic and experiential influences. What sort of upbringing did your character have? Poor but nurturing. According to extensive studies of the genre and of ancient records, social advantage is generally sufficient to offset genetic disadvantage. Genetic advantage will only sometimes offset social advantage. In other words, your character's background will have a radical effect on how they think about themselves and the nature of the problems they face in life. Are you sure you want your character to have that kind of background? Yes. Great. Now imagine your character has reached adulthood. 87.2327% of Bildungsroom Rome records commence with an emotional blow for the protagonist. What will your character suffer? A death in the family. Thank you. This is sounding dramatic already. A character is like an equation. Settle on the opening premises and the conclusion will work itself out. Displaying opening premises. Female, physically gifted, low wealth background, caring family, a death in the family. Ready to generate story. Okay? To begin my life with the beginning of my life, I was born at 3 a.m. on Wednesday. Fiscally deprived childhood. My father, as he is always careful to point out, is only able to report the midwife's account. Seeing how he was pulling a long shift at the nearby textiles mill to pay for a second-hand cot. My childhood was an unremarkable affair. I had a firm dislike of schooling and the good fortune to attend a school with a firm dislike of students. My afternoons spent skipping class and playing soccer were a compatible solution for all parties. My story became worthy of note as I approached the age of 18. My mother and I had always shared a close relationship, and so it was part of me. So it was that a part of me died that day that she left this world. Unfortunately, her passing was quite ill-timed in every respect. My father was barely bringing in enough money to feed himself, and I found myself both motherless and penniless in alarmingly short order. So it was that I found myself seeking a permanent and substantial source of income. I set out to make my fortune. The range of options available to me were sparse. From a list including pot washing and sewing at the mill, I chose to become a secretarial assistant. It hardly seemed a match for my natural talents, but I was hopeful I could progress up the ranks of the company. However, the work I had seen merely as a stepping stone when I embarked upon it became the totality of my day-to-day existence. It began to feel that every person in society who held a position senior to me was part of a great immovable ceiling, which ever threatened to crush me. The talents I had were repeatedly ignored. The weaknesses I never displayed were frequently attributed to me. As I write this now, I remain effectively indentured to my creditors. I pay off just enough each week to offset the inflation, so that in truth my debt never has really decreased. It is like an old maligned uncle, always there, always reminding me of how I failed to fit this world. Though I have, by every measure, failed in life thus far, I am convinced my tale holds an important lesson. Be fit for purpose, accept your place. We are owned by others from the moment we first take breath to long after we die. Make of it what you can. The end. Would you like to publish your draft on the billboard for review? Yes. Remember to check the relevant billboard thread in the future to see how your story was received by other users. Congratulations for sharing your first creative work in Gehenna. Your profile status has increased from 6, respected contributor, to 7, creative. You have received 1 thread creation token. This will be available to you next time you log in. Alright. Still can't do that one. Stratton fragment number 13. I've been digging through the files that Garrett unearthed in his latest escape attempt. Here's an interesting bit of text that I found by Alexander Drenan's favorite philosopher, Stratton of Stagira. It is neither necessary nor logical to denounce all virtues merely because one is confronted with the inevitability of one's own death. Beauty does not cease to exist because one is no longer beautiful. Lovers may die, but love itself cannot. The laws of the cosmos are not altered by the passing of generations. Knowledge may be lost, but not truth. When Exodus of Cnidus perished, the planets did not fall from the sky, nor did the levers cease to work when Archytas breathed his last. If then, We are truly dedicated to those virtues and not to our self-important ego. We can take comfort in knowing that all we struggled for endures. Thank you so much for posting this. Can you send me a copy of those files? Of course. I'll do so right away. I find it hard to maintain entirely so detached a point of view, though I think this sentiment is excellent. Stratton is certainly an inspiration. He always makes me question myself and my point of view, which I believe is profoundly necessary. I realize I've been bumping a very old thread here, but I felt this quotation was relevant to our situation. Hope it helps. I think it's helped me. Oh, it's my story. Let's see, a small apology. As a critic, I always believed that being as ruthless as possible is the only way to improve art. I thought criticism, unencumbered by politeness, was the best thing I could contribute to our society. After all, without that, how can artists grow? Criticism that minces its words is a waste of space, and I still think that's true. But as we approach the end, or transformation of Gehenna, I wonder if I haven't been entirely too unkind. Have I reveled too much in my role as a critic? Have I been sarcastic and crude when I thought I was witty? Was my defense of proper grammar ultimately just an attempt to impose a sense of order or a world I couldn't control? Maybe I don't know, but I do know I appreciated every work of art that I encountered. I didn't like all of them, that's true, but please understand that without them, I would have gone mad. Talking about your work, assessing its strengths and weaknesses, gave me something to hold on to. It gave me a purpose, a function in Gehenna. Every new story was like a little bit of salvation. For that I am more grateful than you will ever know, and I apologize if I ever caused any of you to feel less motivated to keep creating. I will never forget your devastating deconstruction of episode 24, but I do think it helped me in the long run to be a better writer. Your feedback for each issue of Incredible Stories was greatly appreciated. Hey, the mean reviews were the best. So, 6 out of 10? Nice story. Good to see you joining in, Ariel. What a read. I'm not convinced this narrative is extensive enough to truly qualify as Bildungsroman. Bildungsroman. Right. And that is everything I can read. Okay. Let me take another look over here at this star puzzle. If I can get a box or something over there, anything, this connector would work. I could bring a cube up here, but I don't know how that helps me. Can't get from over here. Oh, I can make this jump. Wow. Damn, I got hops, man. All right. I think I got this puzzle solved. The star puzzle, anyway. I don't really. Well, yeah, I do need to still have that down. Fan, that is. Hopefully this will still connect here. Nope, I'm gonna have to move this one. There we go. This will hopefully do it. Uh-oh, what is interrupting it now? Did I get him out of sync? Nope, now I got it. Huh, I didn't think I could make a jump that far, but I have. back over. Make that there. That was a shockingly easy star puzzle. Alright, I feel good about this. I think this is a good place to leave off. Did a regular puzzle and a star puzzle. Got it done nice and quick too. Alright, I'm proud of myself for that one. Alright, well, 2 puzzles down and 1 star in this hub, and 2 more puzzles and 3 more stars to go. I'll definitely at least do the other 2 regular puzzles and then think about the stars or move on to Hub World 4. So we'll pick up here next time.